We need to have a discussion. I feel like talking about some shit. I got pissed off today. I normally don't get pissed off, but I got pissed off. I'm in my room here at Ontario. Let me just do a 360. You guys see, big ass king bed. That's where Big and Nasty's gonna sleep. Kitchen. I don't know what's so necessary for this full size kitchen. And a fucking, like, we got a stove and shit in a hotel room, but all right, that's cool. And then there's my bed. I'm gonna be chilling. That computer chair in the background. You see where my computer's sitting? That computer chair. Godlike. But anyway, so flew to Ontario today, and it was just a bad travel experience all around. Now, normally I hate flying, not because of the act of flying, but the things that involve with flying, and that's pretty much what this video is going to be about. My hatred towards flying. Yeah. So it started out today. Our flight was at 8, and we live in Atlanta. Traffic early in the morning, work day. We're like, all right, we're gonna call Uber for 6:30. Nameless and them decided, hey, well, let's call Uber at 6, so we don't risk it. We're like, all right. Called Uber at 6, that's all fine. I didn't even go to sleep. I decided, hey, why is this reflecting? All right. So we decided to call Uber at 6, and guy gets there, we're driving, no traffic, pretty nice, pretty slight, pretty easy, get all the way through. And we get to the airport, and we look at I didn't know anything. I didn't know the flight. Now this is my fault. I didn't know the flight. I didn't know what flight number. I didn't know the confirmation number. I didn't even know I had an email for the confirmation. I was just following the herd, doing what I'm supposed to do. Because, like I said, flying, not like something. I would rather drive to events. Now, obviously, I'm not going to drive from Atlanta to Cali. That's just ridiculous. But when the events are in Columbus and I'm in Kentucky, like, those are my favorite events because I can just drive to them. You know, I can go whenever I want. I can leave whenever I want. Pretty much, yeah, it works great. But anyway, so I get to the airport, and it starts off with, you know, we're walking in, we go into our gate. First of all, our Uber driver drops us off like in the middle of the road, not even at the curb. So he drops us off and he's like, oh, there's construction, there's cars parked everywhere, just get the fuck out of my car pretty much. So hop out in the middle of the road, which wasn't really that big of a deal, but it was kind of annoying. And we walk into the airport to where you get your tickets, and our flight, our itinerary says that it's American Airlines operated by US Airways, or one of the two. It said US Airways and American Airlines, so we thought we were US Airways. Nameless goes up to the kiosk. We wait in line. We wait in this long ass line. Go up to the kiosk to type in our confirmation code to find out that our flight is not with US Airways. So I go over to American Airlines, and for some reason this guy wanted to know what my first connecting flight was. He was like, well, where are you going to? I was like, Ontario. He's like, what's your first connecting? I'm like, Dallas Fort Worth. He's like, wait in line. I'm like, thanks for the conversation. Like, what was the point of that? So basically I got this guy asking me just random unnecessary questions. Go up to the kiosk, I type in my confirmation code, and they're like, we can't find your flight. And I'm like, oh shit, all right, that's some bullshit. And it says like, you're not booked with this airline. So I'm like, maybe Nameless typed in the wrong thing at US Airways. I go to US Airways, and I go back to the kiosk there was no line. I enter my thing, I enter my first name, my last name. It says no passenger within this thing, and this lady comes up. She's like, are you having an issue? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I was nice about it. I was like, yeah, I'm having a problem. I've tried, you know, getting my ticket at American Airlines. I've tried getting my ticket at US Airways. Neither of them work. And she looks at my phone, and she's like, it says right here that you're on American Airlines. I was like, but it says right there that it's US Airways. And so that shit kind of, that like pissed me off, because for some reason she was all like, I don't know, she was like, yeah, but it says right, like she was kind of being an asshole about it. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, we can, ooh, sorry, there was like someone like creeping outside my door. But anyway, I was like, all right, that's whatever, that's fine. You can be like this, I don't care. Go over to the other thing. Finally get my ticket. It was through American Airlines. And when I walked over there, the guy, Nameless and them were still at the kiosk trying to mess with the American Airlines kiosk. The guy asked me again, where's your connecting flight? And I like looked at him, I was like, bruh, like, we just had this conversation. And I told him, and he's like, get in line. I was like, I'm not getting in that line. Walked up to Nameless and he's like, sir, you have to get in the line. I was like, no, I'm with these people. I'm traveling with these people. I walk up to him, Nameless like, here, I got your ticket. He printed it off. So that's the first thing. Get in line, you know, we go through security, and fucking just people in security for some reason are just like slow. and they don't understand the concept of take off your shoes, take off your jacket, don't have a big ass water bottle in your bag, take out your laptop, and people are just slow about it, and that's whatever. So we go through security, it took forever, get to our flight. On the plane, now for some reason everyone seems to think that it's like funny to lean the seat back on me. If you lean your seat back on a plane, to me, you're an asshole. I'm sorry. I don't lean my seat back because I know what it's like to be on the other end of a seat lean backer. Now, a lot of you guys might not be as tall as me, so it might not bother you that much, but my knees are already into the seat. So I'm sitting down and my knees are pretty much jammed into the back of the seat. So when someone leans it down, my knees pretty much make like an awful ass cracking noise. And like, they'll lean the seat back, I'm like, ah, fuck, god damn it. And they're like, oh shit, what happened? Oh no, you lean your seat back, that's what happened. You know, I was comfortable, now I have to create a new zone of comfort because of this thing leaning back into me. So that happened on my first flight. I was in an aisle seat, so that was a plus, but this person leaned their seat back, and just people getting on and off the plane. Like, I don't know what it is about getting on and off the plane. It's like they're just slow about it. Actually, there's two types of people who get off the plane. There's a really fast guy who's like in the back of the plane, who's like doesn't understand the common courtesy of let the people in the aisle in front of you out first and get out. Let them get out first. This guy's just trying to bolt through, fucking running into people, and then you got the other people who like stand up real slow, look around, make sure like who the fuck knows what's around, and then they open their overhead, and then their luggage is like stuck, so they're like sitting here doing like they're trying to turn a lawnmower on, and it just takes them forever to get their suitcase out. So I'm just sitting there looking at him like, God, this guy's struggling. Like, I already have my shit and I'm waiting forever. And so yeah, there's two types of people who get on and off the plane. Which, by the way, before we talk about this, let's talk about getting on the plane. Why, when you're getting on the plane, do they not coordinate it by seat? Now, if they boarded the plane according to, oh, the back seats board first, and then the middle seats, and then the front seats, and then the first class people, and shit, yada yada yada, shit like that. Why do they do it where it's like, if you're in the front of the plane, you board first? What a stupid way to board a plane. Like, let's be real. If you're in first class, all right, cool, board first class first. These people paid fucking $1 gazillion for some stupid ass seat. Let them get to their seat. But what is the difference if you're sitting in the front of coach or in the back of coach? Is it really that big of a deal that you have to board the plane before the other people? I just don't get it. And so that's why when you're boarding the plane, it's just a long process that doesn't even need to be a long process, because you got the people in the front of the plane messing, the same guy is fucking with his suitcase. It's getting stuck. He's getting it stuck before he gets off the plane to get it unstuck. And that guy could just be, you know, we could be in the back of the plane and it would just go so much quicker. I don't understand who thought of that idea. I don't know. If you guys work for an airline or something, anyone that works for an airline, if you could explain that to me, why that is how it is, but I don't know. But anyway, so these people, you got the two types of people that get off the plane, and then, not to mention that they like the seats on the plane. I feel like they're getting smaller. Not like smaller as in like I'm getting like yo, well, you're getting fatter, buddy. Not that. I'm talking like I feel like they've added more seats. Like I used to have more leg room. I feel like they've added more seats. So, fucking American Airlines, fuck you. You want to add more seats, buddy? That's just shitty. I don't know. I feel like I should have. I feel like I needed to make a video rant about this because I was beyond heated. I don't know why. It was dumb. Also, I don't like when people get into this. Actually, no, you can't really control that. I was gonna say when people get into the window seat and then like as soon as the plane takes off, they're like, oh, excuse me, I need to get up. But also, you can't control it. They could use the bathroom, it's whatever. So, I don't really get mad at that. But anyway, yeah, I was heated. I was beyond heated. Just mainly because I hadn't slept all day. And I was sleeping on the plane, and both flights, we had connecting flights, both flights, someone decided to put their seat back on me. On the way to London, someone decided to lean their seat back. And it's just the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had the experience of being a part of. It's just terrible. And I usually sit there and like fucking like elbow the back of their seat and just move around and shit, but I guess they just hold strong. They don't give a shit. And I guess you guys could say, like, I could lean forward and be like, excuse me, do you think you could lean your seat up? But, like, I don't know. I feel like if I lean my seat back and someone asked me to lean my seat up, actually, I would probably lean it up. But that's just because I know how it is. But I don't know. I don't like to be a bother. But I don't know why the camera's crooked. But anyway. That's my rant video. I've never done like a rant video, just ranting about shit. But I haven't slept still today because I don't want to jack up my sleep schedule. I want to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, straight dominate in Ontario. But that's just my rant. I was just so pissed off. I was in the airport. Also, we get at the airport and the guy like running the taxi booth is just, I don't know what his problem is. It's like, first of all, it's raining here in Southern California. How often does it do this shit? It's like the weather from London followed us. But the guy at the taxi booth, for some reason, we're like, we want to pay a super shuttle to come here. He's like, get to call the shuttle from the hotel. Shuttle from the hotel took like 20 minutes. It's cold and rainy. We're like, all right, we're just going to take a taxi. So we get into a taxi and the guy was like, wouldn't let me, he didn't want Nameless to hold his backpack. He didn't want Nameless to sit in the front seat. And he didn't want to put my duffel bag in the back. I don't know, this guy was weird. He's fucking straight weirdo. And so we get to the hotel, and the people at the front desk were like, are you the people who called the shuttle? And I don't think Costa knew that Parasite called a shuttle from the hotel, and Costa was like, no. And then they called Parasite, and he was there, and Parasite answers like, yeah, we're not. And then the lady like looks at him like, I'm right here talking to you. And he's like, oh, my bad. And they're like, so you are the people who called. She was being a bitch too. It was like, when it rains, I guess when it rains in Southern California, everyone just gets pissed off. I don't know. Weird. But there you go. It's my rant video. If you guys liked it, be sure to give a like. Let me know your guys' comments on flying. Let me know what you guys think, because all my videos are usually about gaming, and I know this has to do kind of with gaming because I'm coming to a gaming event, but I usually don't do videos just talking about normal shit, and this is like normal shit that just bugs me. That, and like, I get really pissed off when people like drive poorly. I could do another rant video on some poor driving. I wouldn't say I have a slight bit of road rage, but when like people almost kill me, I get kind of heated. So yeah, if you guys like the video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and as always, your boy Sharp. I'm out. Peace.